Hey YouTube, welcome back to the garage. As I previously discussed in another video, we're going to get back to work on the boosted Corvette. The engine's just about done over at HBR competition engine, so it's time to get this torque tube addressed, and I'll show you what we're doing to it. So here's the drive shaft, and this is what we're doing. Last year at LS Fest, I was competing in the road course, and all of a sudden started hearing some clanking and banging, and if you look, my drive shaft, the 6-shooters, kind of ripped apart, which is rather disappointing because these were fairly new, less than a year old. So in addition to ripping the 6-shooters apart, one of the bolts completely broke off, and as you can see going up this drive shaft, it just beat the heck out of it, up and down. So this drive shaft's no longer any good. It also knocked off the counterweight that used to sit right there. So I went on eBay. I found this one pretty cheap, and I'm going to get this one taken apart. I'm going to take the good parts from this, the good parts from mine, and reassemble my torque tube here. Do this, I'm going to have to grab some tools, get them all set out, and start taking this thing apart. Boy, there's one thing I can tell you about working on vehicles. Have an organized toolbox. It makes all the difference in the world. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get all of these bolts out of here so we can access the mounting bolts. For the torque converter housing, we're going to pull that off. We're going to tap the drive shaft from the front end, break it loose, pull it out, and then we'll do a comparison and see what pieces and parts we're going to swap and see what kind of condition this one's in because it came from a salvage yard. And now that the plate's out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get the coupler out of here. So I got all the bolts pulled out, and I stood the torque tube up on end. And what I did was I took this sand mallet here, and I tapped on the end of that drive shaft until that bearing started to unseat from here, I can show you on the inside, right there where it sits. And then I lowered it down by hand, and now I'm going to lift the torque tube off of the drive shaft. So the tube is off, the converter housing is off of there, but as you come down to where the drive shaft is, you see all that black rubber laying on the floor. That's the old polyurethane couplers, and if you take a look at them, these are in pretty tough shape, but I have a good counterweight still there. The drive shaft hasn't been nicked up at all. This one's in pretty rough shape as well, so that's going to get changed. And the weight is there. So we're in good shape. We're going to end up taking this shaft apart. We're going to replace those polyurethane couplers, which means I gotta go to the parts store. Well folks, after 3 stores, I done struck out. Nobody's got the drive shaft couplers in stock. I gotta order them. So we will continue this project at another time. But all's not lost. We have pew-pews that need shooting and cleaning, and we found a pizza. As long as we're here, you know, I might as well give you guys a little bit of a shop tour. So this is our woodworking, our metalworking, our fabrication area. You'll see those blue crates there. Those say PPG Aerospace on them because we build aircraft training equipment. And that big case back there, that is actually a front fuselage off of an aircraft. That's one of two. This is airplane fuselage number 2, which is under construction. We'll be putting this one together, getting it painted, and this will be going on display all over the world when it's done. This is actually a DC-9, and this is the second DC-9 that was ever built. Here's the inside of the fuselage, in case you ever wondered what they looked like on the inside. Not much to them. I'll be doing a video on this as well. This is one of our clients, Ann, and she is going to have us convert this Nissan NV 2500 into a camper van for her. On this here, she already had that window put in, but we'll be doing a spray foam insulation throughout the entire interior to include the ceiling on this. Then we'll be wood paneling it. We're gonna build her a bed in the back. It's gonna get solar, it's gonna get LED lighting. This is a bench that she had bought to originally use as a bed, but it's gonna look a lot nicer for us to actually build one. So this is an upcoming project and video I'll have out here shortly. We work on a lot of motorhomes. We actually rebuilt this one. I think I can get a picture uploaded to show you what it first looked like, but this had a bulldozer go through the side. Main shop focus is heavy collision repair, and it's everything from RVs to transit to, we even have trolleys. Coach here had the front end knocked right off of it when it came in. School bus that got hit. This bus here was another front end collision. We got the front framing all done and the front cap is on again. For legal reasons, I can't show you the sides of it and who it belongs to. And that's our spray booth. And another video I may do is on that Power Play 33 Sport deck. That's an offshore race boat. That's actually my boat. It took me 3.5 years to restore that. And that's the shop. 60,000 interior square feet. And then in the back is my garage where I do all my auto repairs and I do all my videos from. So again, thanks for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment, share it with your buddies, and we'll see you shortly.